brings you in today, Jackie?
I'm having trouble with school and balancing work and my family.
Okay. How many hours at work do you work usually?
About 30 hours a week.
And how many classes are you taking this semester?
4.
Okay, so that can be a little bit a lot, working all those hours and going to school. I can see how that's hard. Do you get to see your family a lot, or?
Well, I live at home, so I see them when I get up in the morning and go home after school.
Okay. And do your parents work full time, or?
My mom stays home. My dad's working full time.
And do you feel like you wish that you could see them more, but that work is kind of holding you back from doing that, or?
I guess it's a combination of school and work, and not being able to see them as much as I would like to.
Now, do you think that working all these hours is also affecting your schoolwork, or it's just your social life and your life outside of school?
I'm having trouble balancing all three, so they're all interfering with each other, I guess.
Now, do you think there's any ways that you can make more time for your family, or you just feel like you're always working, you're always doing schoolwork, things like that?
I would want to make time for them. I don't know how I could do that.
So you're having problems making time for them, making time for school, making time for work, balancing it.
Yeah.
So how many hours a week would you say you spend at home on average?
I'm pretty much home the weekends, so I guess not the whole weekend because I'm working as well. Maybe like a half a day on Saturday, half a day on Sunday.
And how much time do you put towards your schoolwork while you're home?
As much as I can. I try not to watch TV because I know I have things to do and need to get them done.
So do you think that there can be a way that you can do schoolwork maybe? Do you have any breaks at school?
No, I just go to school and then come home.
Do you think that there could be a certain amount of time to allot just to schoolwork and then a lot to your family, or?
What do you mean?
Like, do you think that once you get home you can allot, let's say, a couple of hours here to schoolwork and then a couple of hours there to your family, or that's what you're having trouble with?
Yeah, I want to try to do that.
And is your family frustrated that they don't get to see you a lot, or?
No, they understand. It's just how I feel about it.
And do you feel like you're having any other problems besides the schoolwork and managing family time?
No, just mostly school and family because I also have to work as well as go to school.
Is there any time that you can cut out of going to work to spend on your family, or you have to work exactly 30 hours?
I probably could cut some hours, but I don't really want to because I like my money coming in. I like to support myself. I don't want to rely on my parents.
So you work all these hours so that you can support yourself instead of relying on your parents to support you.
Yeah.
And what are some things that you spend your money on to support yourself, for example?
I spend it on lunch every day at school. I have to pay my phone bill, and I also try to pay for my train ticket to come to school.
And where do you live? So it costs a lot, I'm imagining, to come to school.
You have to buy a monthly train ticket. A lot of money.
Now, do you think there's anything that you can do so that you don't have to allot a certain amount of money to spend on lunch at school?
I've tried bringing my lunch, but I don't really like that because then it just stays in your backpack all day, and then it gets like weird when you have to eat it or want to eat it. So I don't really like that. I like to buy it at school.
Okay. And you said that you spend money on your phone bill, right?
Yeah.
So have you ever looked into other phone plans, maybe cheaper ones with different companies? Is it just you on the phone plan, or do you share it with other people?
I pay for myself on my phone, and other companies are not as good as my company, so I really want to switch because it's going to get worse. I'm going to get worse service than what I have now.
Right. So do you think that there's anything else that you spend your money on that you can cut back on besides your phone and spending money on lunch and transportation? Do you have like extra spending money
spend money for like just in case I need it. But I guess I do have those shopping patterns. I should reduce the amount I spend on clothes and stuff.
So do you think that if you didn't have to allot so much money towards your spending money, that you wouldn't have to work as many hours at work?
Possibly, but I also do need the extra money.
And so you said that your time, you're having problems managing your time between school and family. You don't see any differences? Do you see any problems between getting your schoolwork done and working those 30 hours?
The amount of time I'm at home, I try to do my homework and get it done so I can have free time. But that free time is so limited because I have a lot of homework to do. And I guess work is taking up a lot of time for me school time.
Have you tried talking to your family about it? About the fact that it makes you upset that you can't see them as much as you would like to?
Not really. I'm trying to just make it better by getting schoolwork done faster so I do have extra time.
Do you think it's something that you could talk to your family about? And maybe you guys could work out a certain schedule where you spend a certain amount of time with them, even though it's hard for your schoolwork and balancing all three?
I guess I could. I need to get all my work done. I get really anxious that I don't do my work. So I wouldn't have fun being with them if I didn't finish all my work.
So do you think that, tell me a little more about how you get anxious when you don't finish your schoolwork.
When it's not done and I know it's due in a couple days, I want to get it done so I don't have to think about it, and I have free time physically and mentally, so I don't have to keep thinking about all my work that's due and if I'm going to get it in on time. If I'm not doing schoolwork and I'm spending the time doing something else when I could be doing my schoolwork.
So do you think that the fact that you get anxious when you don't get your schoolwork done is what makes you have to get it done on your free time, so that way you have no worries?
Yeah, definitely.
And do you think that's what makes you not spend as much time with your family because you're focusing on school?
Yeah, because I want to get all my work done and then I want to have free time to myself without worrying about my homework.
And do you think that you're having problem balancing it, but do you think that you could find a certain amount of time to separate for each three of these for work and then anything like that? Have you ever tried making a budget of your time?
No, because I don't want to put a time limit on how long I do my work, because if I don't get it done, then I'm going to be still thinking about it, and I don't like that.
Okay, so you feel that you have to put a certain amount of time aside just to do your schoolwork, that way you get it done. You don't want to limit it, but instead we're putting a limit on the time you have with your family.
Yeah.
And so, how often, I know you said you get to see your family when you wake up and when you go to bed kind of thing. Do you ever get to eat dinner with them? Do you get to do anything else with them?
Occasionally, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, when I have work after dinner time, I might be able to eat with them depending on the time. And I really like doing that.
And are there any other activities that you get to do with your family?
I try to go to my brother's football games every Sunday, but sometimes work does get in the way and also schoolwork, because it's the day before Monday, which starts a whole new week. So I sometimes can go, not all the time.
Okay. Now, is there anything else you're having problems with balancing your time and school and work? Is there anything else that goes into that? Like, do you have problems balancing seeing your friends opposed to seeing your family, or?
Well, it's just those 3 main things that are really weighing heavy on me. Friends are step below all that, I feel. So I have to put all my energy to those 3 things and it's getting hard.
So you're also having problems seeing your friends, but you're kind of putting that behind.
Yeah, it's not as important as the school, work, and family.
And have you ever tried maybe putting your schoolwork off to spend time with your family, or you just feel like that would be way too much?
I don't think that's a good decision because then I might fail classes, not do good on tests, and then that is putting even more anxiety on me, more anxious.
Have you ever tried putting your schoolwork off and seeing if you could use that time to spend time with your family on certain occasions?
No, I'm too scared of
And have you ever failed a class?